Yep, you know it. If it's Friday, it is the About Mansfield Consumer Advice Series. I'm Steve Casillo. We appreciate you being here with us today. And as always, on Fridays, we're going to just bring him in right now, is tax manager to the Stars. And by the way, we have to clarify, it's not the Dallas Stars.
Well,
Tax,
like not yet anyway.
which came up at yesterday for breakfast. It was someone said, "Oh, wow, you're the tax manager for the Dallas Stars?" No.
Yeah.
This- Uh,
No affiliation.
tax manager to the Stars, Adam Coen, who is the tax manager for Jack Loteryman CPA, PC, here in the Mansfield, Arlington area. And today's topic, even though we are now just 5 days past filing taxes, tax day was last Monday, our topic today is tax planning. And I've got a myriad of questions, but let's just start with the basic.
Sure.
What is a tax plan, and should I have one?
Yeah, no, everybody should have one. The
Okay.
question is, how complex should it be? Here's how you remember it, Steve. There's two types of TP that are most important in your life. And of course, you know one of those, but the other is tax planning. So it's something you should be doing annually. You
Okay.
got to look at this on a regular basis because your situation changes. Everybody's situation changes. And just because you making millions of dollars as a podcast uh, Mansfield host now doesn't mean that you will be next year. So it's worthwhile to say, okay, how do I save money? How do I shift that money to the benefit of myself and my business and my family? And how do I do it in such a way that it's legal? It's not going to get me in trouble.
All right.
And there's always new developments in the law, so you got to stay on top of it.
And all right, so you advise, okay, start a tax plan. Is this
Mhm.
something that should be revisited every year and revised?
Yes, absolutely. And I didn't really answer your first question, which was what is a tax plan?
Yeah.
I jumped right into the whole, how often you need to touch it. But at its core, what a tax plan is, it's a series of steps and strategies that you are going to use between you and your accountant and oftentimes your lawyer to say, how do I keep the most amount of money possible under the law and use it for the benefit of my family and my business and for me, and then do it in such a way that it makes the most sense. Because if you're just doing things just to save taxes, a lot of times it's not going to be worth your while. But if it's both beneficial to you in other ways for your business and for personal use, and it saves you money, that's golden. That's where you want to be.
I'm all about saving money.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And I would assume a tax plan does not just look at income tax. You're kind of looking at the big picture, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true. You remember we've talked now about estate taxes, trusts, and gift taxes, and all those kind of things. And a true, good, comprehensive tax plan is going to look at all of those items, and it's going to look at property taxes, sales taxes, and then any other taxes you might be paying on a regular basis you're not even thinking about. There's a lot of money to be saved in those other areas that aren't income tax.
All right. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, that tax day was just 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Am I too late to start a tax plan? Is it too early to start a tax plan? When should somebody start a tax plan?
No, it's not too late. It's too late for last year for most people in most situations, probably the vast majority of situations. It's done. You can't do anything about it now. But is it too early? No, absolutely not. Now's the time to go sit down with somebody and say, preferably someone here in our firm, about what do I do? I've got this portfolio and I own these assets, and I want to make sure I'm providing for my kids, and I want to make sure that I'm providing for the rest of my life. How do I do that? And that is a lot of fun. I like doing that. And when you can really see the dollar signs come to life in somebody's eyes and they go, oh, yeah, you really can make this work, it's a lot of fun.
And help me out here. So would a tax plan work for someone who is, say, uh, an adult but in their teens, 18, 19. Would a tax plan work for someone 20 to 40 or someone who is about to retire or is retired?
Yes, is the answer to that. But it
Yes to
depends
all of
on the
that.
situation. Yeah, yes to all of it. Depends upon the situation, right? If you have no income, then there's no planning to be done. Maybe you've got assets and you don't have income. But if you're a college kid, just because you're a college kid doesn't mean there aren't tax implications. You might be working a job and your parents have been claiming you. Maybe it's worthwhile now that you're supporting yourself for you to claim yourself and to pick up all your education credits. Maybe your parents aren't getting any benefit for those education credits. So, yeah, absolutely. And if you can look at more members of a family or more businesses that are interrelated, the more impactful you can be.
And I would assume because family structure changes.
Right.
My daughter's getting married next week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My family structure is changing, that we no longer have to worry about auto insurance or health
Sure.
insurance because that's being moved over to the military. And
Ooh.
yeah, and so with that, family structure changes, the tax structure changes.
Yeah, absolutely. So in your situation, your daughter's coming off your payroll. She's going on her own payroll. And in your situation now, you have one less tax deduction in the form of your daughter. And so now you've got to think about, are my taxes going to go up? And how do I prevent that from happening or shift that money somewhere else?
Ah.
Yeah.
So I need to find a good tax professional
I might know one.
to help put together a tax plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I want to go back to this tax plan TP. Is this a joke that goes on in the CPA conventions?
No, no, no. I find when I have to give a short 10-second snippet about what I do for a living, that one generally gets a good amount of laughs and people don't go, pocket protector, lawyer, CPA type. They don't think that this is the type, this person can crack a joke or two. And then I can, gradually go back into my normal boring self.
Gotcha. So there are two
Yeah.
TPs that you should have in your life, and one of them being a
Right.
tax plan.
That's right.
If anyone
Both
was,
are on paper.
yeah, again,
Knocking them out, man. Set them up.
Adam Coen, if someone wanted more information about one of the two TPs, or maybe even both of them, how can they reach out to Adam Coen regarding tax plans?
Well, only call me about the one. 817-231-0666. We are here Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. And anybody here can help you out. We'd be glad to sit down and talk with you. The consultation is always free. You can also go on our website and read more about us for DFW Tax Team. That's TEAM.com.
That's Adam Coen, tax manager to the stars for Jack Loteryman CPA PC. Let's do this again next week.
All right. I'll see you then.
Have a good weekend.
You too.